What's up, people? This is JJ, your hip-hop aficionado, your hip-hop connoisseur. Welcome to the podcast, which is highlights of my show. Catch me 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. every Friday on Black Culture Radio. And don't forget that you can listen to any show you want at any time on Mixcloud. If you go to mixcloud.com and put JJ Music Lover 75 into the search bar, you'll find all my shows and mixes.
The following program is rated MALSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
History.
Hip hop.
JJ.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right on your one and only station, Black Culture Radio.
No. Life is good, man. Life is good.
That's just law. Your bitch looking at me like you got that raw. Things know it's pure, so they keep coming for more.
What's up, people? Welcome to the History of Hip Hop with JJ, the grimiest show in radio. How you doing? Went in big as usual. Conway the Machine and Joey Badass. Track called Vertino, produced by Camouflage Monk, SadhuGold and Daniel Ross. And that's off the album Slant Face Killer. Yeah, how you doing, man? So all the tracks on the show tonight will be from this year, from 2024. Most of it new. So Conway the Machine there. And we also have an exclusive interview.
Yo, what up? This Brian Bars Burns. I'm on the Black Culture Radio on the History of Hip Hop with the homie JJ. Tap in. Peace.
Yeah. Brian Bars Burns there on the interview. I'll do that in a bit. I'm going to carry this on right now. Let's have some Slick Jack.
You know, I never understood all these elaborate tortures. It's the simplest thing to cause more pain than a man can possibly enjoy. And of course, it's not only the immediate agony, but the knowledge that if you do not heal soon enough, there will be little left to identify you as a man.
Straight up, yo. I hustle bars, juggle bras, double bars like I shuffle cards. Fingers frosted with the kind of ice that never thaws. I rock the cars, not the cross. Whole panache is like a gauze. Twin camouflage clocks.
Hate them loud, thunderous sounds. Yeah, fuck around. Hate them loud, thunderous sounds. Don't fuck around.
Yeah, Slime Luciano there. And Forrest Moon, a track called D.F.A. off an album called Crime is a Business 2. Before that, Slick Jack, big shout out to him, been showing me a lot of love on social media. It is appreciated. Track called Torture, produced by Sqreeb off an album called Cement Shoes and Colombian Neckties 2. Okay, I'm going to carry this on. Let's get into some OT the Real.
Alien species accounted for. Channel Zero sounding off through my battle sword in a cloud of war.
Nobody knows why our ancestor constructed pyramids. Gods came down. Born on the 4th of July. Gods.
Supreme Cerebral there, featuring MONZARMY and Journey into Zion.
In your mind, conceal fragmentations and snake lines in one core.
Track called Intergalactic Conspiracy.
Nuclear weapon design, military.
Produced by Reckonize Real.
Gun in the government.
Before that, OT the Real, Bury Rock and Sheikh Hanif. A track called Multiply off an album called Pale Horse. Let's keep this going. This is Tony Weyez.
You can't knock it, you can't.
It's Weyez.
You try, you gon' lose. You can't knock it, you can't. You try, you gon'
Exchanging foreign currency at Wells Fargo.
I'm getting this money, it's too easy. I'm good in the hood, the streets need me. Clientele just flawless, we can't stop. We've been running this game.
Anywhere to come from, big up on yourself.
Yo, this is Sean Links, and you tapping in to the history of hip hop with JJ on Black Culture Radio. What's good? Check it out.
Yeah. Gonna do a couple of shout outs. Yeah, big shout out to Mac One in the house. Big shout out to Mario in the house. Big shout out to Clint from Kilburn in the house. Plugging a lot. It is very much appreciated. That track just then, Bless Picasso featuring Big Twins from basically QB fame, Mobb Deep, Infamous Mob, all that kind of stuff. That track was produced by Oh No, The Disrupt. Track called Double Jeopardy off an album called Realest in the Room. And before that was Tony Weyez featuring Ososick with a track called Lose. Let's have some Dave East.
Trying to win, too many losses. Smoke like I smoke, nigga. Whatever, life is that rich.
This feel like that 50 cent 99 how to rob shit. Mom on me, telling me nigga.
On the Bengals, these niggas don't know my story, but let me share it with you. I spoke 1,000 words before I even shared the picture. Real shit.
Rah. The grimiest show in radio, the history of hip hop with JJ. Yeah, that was BCP and Action Figure 973, a track called The Wright Brothers. And before that, it was Dave East and Ghost J with a track named Drugs. Yeah, as I usually do, I'm going to play a track from him. Before I do that, let's do some shout outs. My man David is in the house as always. Thank you, bro. Yeah, Yisrael Emmanuel was in the house as always. Thank you, bro. Moses from Wembley. I know you've been in quite a lot. Nice to have you back, man. Nice to hear from you. And a big shout out to DJ Mac. Another DJ looking to join us here at BCR. We are growing so rapidly at the minute. A lot of new DJs joining recently. We're growing. So yeah, big shout out to DJ Mac as well. Yeah, so like I said, I like to play a song by the artist that I interview to show why I enjoy their music so much. This one is off that project that he was talking about in the interview, the Vibrate Higher. I'm going to play a track called Blossom, and it was interesting him talking about Nina Simone in that interview, because this track starts off with a quote by Nina Simone.
To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people. I mean that in every sense, outside and inside. And to me, we have a culture that is surpassed by no other civilization, but we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, planting my seeds, watch them blossom to greatness. Them devils hate this, we the builders of civilization. Original genesis, population, intuitive expression provides cultural affirmations for future generations. Godly presence is felt, I'm in tune with the infinite. I stay connected, one of the chosen ones, my destiny manifested. Triple B, always moving knowledge of self. Even after I'm gone, my godly presence is felt.
My job is to somehow make them curious enough or persuade them by hook or crook to get more aware of themselves and where they came from and what they are into and what is already there, and just to bring it out. This is what compels me to compel them. And I will do it by whatever means necessary.
Yes. Nina Simone there on the Brian Bars Burns track. That is called Blossom. Like I said, off his album Vibrate Higher, produced by Yogic. Yeah, big shout out to Florence in the shout box on www.blackcultureradio.com. You can listen to the show there, and you can also leave messages in the shout box and get a shout out. Yeah, so I am going to move on. I am going to play one more before we go to the break. This is Eddie Kane featuring Planet Asia, produced by Big Ghost Limited. This is Chain Walkers.
Big Ghost. I got PA with me. You already know what it is. Can't teach the shit to those with no schooling.
Rappers like track and field. If you ain't got no handles, nigga, pass the bill. To fuck with us, you better pack a lunch and pack some gear.
The radio station you can't live without. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Black Culture Radio. Black Culture Radio. Black Culture Radio.
Peace is the main event. Once again, we are tuned into the best podcast for hip-hop. If you truly love hip-hop, you're at the right place. But check this out. The history of hip-hop with her man JJ, Black Culture Radio. Every Friday night from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. USA time. 10 to 12 London time. 5 hours difference. Just stay in tune. The history of hip-hop with her man JJ. Exclusive interviews. And that good boom bap that we love. If you truly love hip-hop, you will love the station. Black Culture Radio. Get in tune every Friday night.
The history of hip-hop from JJ.
The history of hip-hop with JJ.
The history of hip-hop with JJ. Baby, can I have an ice lolly? I must be going crazy. I must be going crazy.
Higher round.
I must be going crazy.
Yeah. World so cold. Don't let them play with your existence. I know you got a heart of gold, but they gon' try to make you non-existent.
Yeah, Akil Ali there.
Let them play with your existence.
And Furious Styles featuring Tayamo Denku.
Make you non-existent.
Track called Cold World. And that's off an album called Furious Styles Presents the Skywalker Chronicles Volume 1. And before the break, Eddie Kane and Planet Asia, a track called Chain Walkers, produced by Big Ghost Limited, and that's off an album called Last Exit to Crooklyn. Another shout out before we carry on. Clive is in the house, showing love for the interview. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, like I said on that track that I played before the break, Planet Asia was on it. Planet Asia's also on this one, Cooking Soul and the Mussolini, featuring Planet Asia. This is I Want It All.
My baby, you've been, I'm just my only friend.
You know what it is. Shit, moves heating up, got the peas going. Probably trading soup.
My mission was going hard for the team. Began as a dream, now it's income from the streams. Everybody not a dealer,
Everybody not a hustler.
some of these niggas workers.
A lot of these niggas,
Woo!
I was doing bad, y'all would laugh.
now they fuck with us.
Yeah.
Till I turn into a hustler.
Jamal Gasol.
Everybody not a hustler.
Some of these niggas
38 Special made an album together called It's Still a Dirty Game.
was a drug dealer.
Jamal Gasol on the vocal and 38 Special on the production. That one's featuring Rico Tellum. Track called Dealer vs. Hustler. And before that, Cooking Soul and the Mussolini featuring Planet Asia, a track called I Want It All, off an album called Macaroni. Yeah, big shout out to Lorraine in the house. Big shout out to Charles from Brooklyn, New York. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, nice to have you along. Nice to have you along. I am going to carry this on. Let's get into some Brother Ali.
And not those getting all the hot clothes. I'm impressed by the way she rock those Balenciaga with the vintage lottos. Spark a blunt, I'll get you out your gauchos. Cue the outro. Yeah, body more Murderland.
Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy P-Shellz, straight out of Bodymore Murderland, and I'm rocking with my man JJ in the history of hip hop.
Yeah, P-Shellz there, featuring Bless Picasso. That track is called Loaded Nachos. And before that, album called Love and Service, Brother Ali and Unjust, featuring Rock Marciano. That is a track called Gauntlet. Okay, we are going to up the tempo.
New SV, I'm about to count this thing down. One.
It's your tune, wicked no blows, let's go.
Check it out, it's the vibe in here. Yeah, it's all live in here. Check it out, it's the vibe in here. It's all live in here. Check it out, it's the vibe in here.
It's hotter than July. Anti-coagulation for you blood clots. Throwing up a middle finger for the mugshot. Soliloquies, syllables, still hugging the block like a intricate thug's plot to tuck knots.
The Beat Miners.
The lesson is you need to duck down.
Featuring De La Soul and Pharoah Monch.
4-leaf clover that's leaving you out of luck. And you were more likely to get struck by lightning than to...
And also Rashid Chappell and Corey Glover, a track called My Year.
Get touched, inspiring.
Before that, Slum Village brought out a new album called FUN.
Let's stop there for real.
That track was called All Live. Okay, we are going to move on.
Hey yo, it's Weyez. You listening to Black Culture Radio, the history of hip hop with JJ.
Hey brother.
We be talking Weyez. 7-1. Yo, Jay.
Fall out of clouds like precipitation. I was just on the couch in the basement. It's all how you lay it out, it's the placement. Right. If I'm not on top of a cloud, then I'ma chase it. Foul doctor fix you up with a face.
Gangrene there. Alchemist and Oh No. Song called Cloud Surfing. And that's off an album called Heads I Win, Tails You Lose. And before that, very, very poignant song from YNX 716, track called Daryl. Okay, I'm going to move on. I'm going to get back into the head nodding, head breaking stuff. Let's have some. Now, the last couple of weeks I've played a lot from a couple tracks from this album. The first track I played was the first single, which was Roll Call with Method Man and Little Fame from MOP, and Sway Calloway was on it as well. And a week after that, or a couple of weeks after that, I played a song called Everything Is, featuring Corrupt and Sada James and Crooked Eye, King Crooked. This week, this track features Twister, Gutter, which is Raskas and RJ Payne with Havoc on the production. This track is called Once Again It's On.
Coming straight from the gutter. Yeah, it's a new era, motherfuckers.
Not for camera. I love mine. Ride through the struggle for real stamina. We beautiful.
Tragedy Gaddafi there. Il Allah Spit.
Regardless.
Before that, Gutter.
Can't dodge it.
Featuring Twister with a track called Once Again. It's on. Let's carry it on. Let's bring it to this side of the pond.
I think about what I say before I say it. Then I hold me on Nesco. Guzman, Lopez, Garcia. Gold-plated AKs, lethal when you see us. Between the fingers, smoking on $1,000 blunt. Telling suckers I got everything they want.
Rah. Ghostface Killer featuring Nas. Track called Scar Tissue. Off an album called Set the Tone, Guns N' Roses. And before that, I played Flip Tricks, track called Funky Microphone, produced by Leaf Dog. Yeah, speaking on Ghostface Killer and Nas, I've got to give a big shout out to the infamous Grant Body P. Yeah, invited me onto his podcast. We discussed Only Built for Cuban Links, the album, the Raekwon classic, along with DJ Shadfather, Big O, and John Drews. Yeah, we had a 2-hour discussion on that album, and you know what I mean. Obviously, you know, went on to a few other topics as well, but it was a really good chat. Really good reappraisal of that album. It was very enjoyable, and I was very humbled to be invited. So yeah, go over to YouTube. You can check that out, man. It was really enjoyable. It was. I had a good time. But we're here on the History of Hip Hop with JJ. I'm going to carry on with the hip hop. Another neck breaker produced by Cuddy Fresh. This is Bar Fight by G. Garvin.
Without sacrifice, life without music. What good is having hard if you don't use it? Hustle, muscle, fighting for the power. Grind don't stop on it hour after hour. No sense without sacrifice, life.
Stu Bangers on the beat.
Hard if you don't use it. Hustle, muscle, fighting for the power. Grind.
Tech on the rhymes. That track's called Hour After Hour. Before that, like I said, G. Garvin, produced by Cuddy Fresh, a track called Bar Fight, off an album called Go Hard or Go Home. Now, the last few weeks, I'm saying it again, I have talked about how much I love Killer Army. Yeah, they made a return, but some of the members also have solo stuff. I'm going to play a track now from one of the Killer Army members. This is Don Pacino with the Encore.
Yeah. Pure energy. You feel it?
Granted your death wish. Don't balloons and bitches coochies, that's going direct shit. Got them pussy farting coke as soon as they legs split. I shit mouth for this butter, call my Glock the breadstick. Cuban chains too thick for buff dudes to bench slip.
Yeah, Slick Jack once again.
Dog in the slaughterhouse.
This time featuring Asen Eastwood.
Inspiration ends quick, listen.
That track's called Barrels from the Barrio, produced by Sqreeb. Yes.
By the breast nip.
And that's off that album, Cement Shoes and Colombian Neckties 2.
Hey, sir.
Before that, it was Don Pacino.
Don't now and you can smell piss.
A track called The Encore. Yes, let's carry this on.
Expect me like you expect Jesus to come back. Expect me, I'm coming.
God slicker than this young fly nigga.
Damn,
Vision.
Posse
nigga. Young fly nigga.
You already know what it is, nigga.
Nickel 9 nigga. Young fly nigga.
Nickel 9 nigga.
Young fly nigga.
Nickel 9 nigga.
Bro, we're Ocean the foreign, whip load the clip. I'm exposing the 45th. Bright and sunny shooter want me to throw him a morning sniff. Money in the shoebox used to be Jordan Kicks.
Yeah. Estee Knock there with Bone Weyez, track called Rude Boy. Before that, 9 Nickel, produced by Vision is Major, and the name of the track was also 9 Nickel. I am going to carry this on. We're going to have some LeBronx featuring Terminology.
I think he's a lowlife.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rippin', all my niggas there. This shit was magic how they disappeared. Now niggas moving weird. Scared money, you never get nothing for you. Watch out for the train, nigga, that bitch coming for you.
Yeah. That was Emerge DMC and Street the Villain with a track called Systematic Traffic Madness, produced by Yaya Production, and that's off an album called The One. And before that, LeBronx James featuring Terminology, produced by the great Diamond D. That was a track called All to See. Yeah, let's have some more Tony Weyez.
It's Weyez.
Burn hopes, you got some smut on your jacket, they turn coats. You don't live by the laws, you just learn quotes, nigga.
I'm not a judge or jury, but I can tell you this. He won't sell anybody out to buy his future. And that, my friends, is called integrity. That's called courage. Now that's the stuff leaders should be made of.
Yeah, Reno RX there, featuring OBH Bayer, a track called I Should Have Known, off an album called Colden Street. And before that, it was Tony Weyez with a track called Oracle. We're going to go to some Substance 810 and Observe now.
The definition of being a man, that's a long one, but I think what it boiled down to is just being thorough. And, you know, I read in the Bible that women and children can be
by my lonely and don't trust no bitch. That's why I'm still sipping Odie, hanging out on Fig. It's worth.
Rock Marciano, The Return. Album's called Marciology. That track is called On the Run. Before that, it was Substance 810 and Observe, a track called Pride of the Lion, off an album called The Lion Share Free. Pride of the Lion. Okay, let us carry this on. Let's have some Gully TV.
Yeah, money on my mind so a man can never stand still. Go against the time, nothing working, one of your plans will.
Believe nothing you hear and half what you see. Got mouths I have to feed, so I grab what I need. Whole town is full of greed. They proud when you bleed. Only real ones are left when the crowd starts to leave.
The Boss Man there. Track called Street Wisdom, off an album called Shadows of Death. Before that, Gully TV featuring Asen Eastwood, Akil Ali and Jamal Gasol, produced by P.A. Dre. A track called Hustler Spirit, off an album called Pillmatic 2. Okay, we're going back to that Gangrene, Heads I Win, Tails You Lose album. This track is called Watch Out.
My orders fulfilled. Way I see it, I'm 999 mil short of a bill.
Yes. Madlib there. On the production with Black Thought and Your Old Droog on the vocal. Track called Reekyard. And before that, like I said, back to that Gangrene, Heads I Win, Tells You Lose album. I played a track called Watch Out. Okay, let's get one more in. Let's get another one in. This is Jay Lyles, track called Here I Am.
I'm turning up in the headphones. Yo.
I done seen too many mamas. We are running blood class street, and we are running road. Yeah, and we up on the top shot, that thing, you see me, I say. And we are kill every blood clot body out there, cause they can't fuck with we, yeah. Yeah, man, yeah.
Yes, Here I Am by Jay Lyles there. Okay, it is time for me to play my last one of the night. Thank you very, very, very much for joining in. Hope you enjoyed the grimiest show in radio, the history of hip hop with JJ. I'll be back next week with some more dope tracks. The track I'm going to leave you with is from It's Still a Dirty Game album, the Jamal Ghosal and 38 Special album. This time featuring Rashid Chappell. This track is called Knowledge is Wisdom. So this is JJ signing off. Until I see you again, this is JJ saying peace out.
I had to get more involved in my community. It's hard to find unity when niggas get in trouble and qualified to get immunity. And it's usually your own people. They lie telling us we all was equal.
As quick as money come, how the money go. And you can never do what you never know. Come from greatness, they hate this, so never show. Everything for sale, but never sell your soul. As quick as money come, how the money go.
Reds tapping in all the way from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm always locked in the history of hip hop with JJ on Black Culture Radio.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right on your one and only station, Black Culture Radio.
Hey, what's up, people? JJ, your hip hop aficionado, your hip hop connoisseur, and you're listening to Black Culture Radio. And that was the show. Thanks for tuning into this podcast. Join me live on Fridays, 10 p.m. till 12 a.m. UK time. Go to www.blackcultureradio.com to find out ways to listen. You can also follow Black Culture Radio on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and Twitter. You can follow me on all of these too, plus Snapchat. Look for JJ Music Lover 75 on all social media platforms to find me. And you can also find all my past shows on Mixcloud under that same username, JJ Music Lover 75. There you'll find all of my content. Thanks again and catch you on the other side. Peace out.